bird's eye view of London, Ontario, Canada, as we are here at the World Synchro Skating Championships. Taking the ice right now, Team Russia 1, also known as Paradise. They are second place after the short program. Just a small bit away from that first place position, Nancy.
They are, and it's really interesting. Their programs are very good this year, and they're strong.
Skating to the music of Harlem by Sarah Brightman.
Starting off with a block, keeping those lines close to one another. That's very difficult, being in that back spiral and then bringing your leg forward. A lot of strength to do that, and for them all to do it.
And really depending on your partner to keep that support, I'd imagine, right, Nancy?
You need the tension, actually, between to hold each other up. You have to have nice, strong arms. Very nice positions here. Wow, a lot of strength. These spirals will gain them points. And here, camel spins into sit spins, a combination.
Again, our viewers at home as well as in the stands high up are getting a great view of the patterns that these skaters are putting together, really enjoying how they are just holding these formations and really making it an entertaining performance.
Strong circle. Isolation, you have lifts going on, spins going on. It's very difficult to film this. They're doing this, but they're very far apart from each other as they're doing it, which makes it very difficult for even the judges to watch them all.
Yeah, like at this moment, they're having to focus on one end of the ice and at the other end of the ice, and I'd imagine that would make it difficult for the judges.
Sure. Nice intersection there, the spread eagles. I think they would prefer them to be a lot closer. Instead of having to match all the skaters, you're only having to match half of them, and it doesn't make it as difficult.
Well, it's almost like at some point just having two teams on the ice instead of one.
Step sequence, just a trip in footwork.
A tribute to their practice, how that one skater is able to get right back in her position, back in that formation, not lose her place.
That will be an automatic deduction, which could cost them, since these skaters from second place to seventh were so close, only 4 points between them. That could really make a difference. isolation, a lot going on.
This may be Team Russia, but they evoke the harem from Scheherazade there with this program. Team Paradise, second place at this point in the competition. We'll see what happens after the judges judge this particular performance. Whether that little bobble, the one skater falling down, Nancy, how do you think that'll play out?
Well, they have that automatic deduction, but it's really because the scores are so close and all these teams are quite strong. But something like that is going to gain them points. I'm not sure how the judges will like that they split up and sort of were skating on two different sides of the ice. Like you said, Tim, it almost looked like two different teams. So that, I think, may come into play as well. I'm not really sure about that, but this was a nice intersection there, the spread eagles. Ooh, just tripped. There's just, sometimes there's nothing you can do about it.
Team Russia awaits their scores for this segment. They get a score of 118.37. Let's see how this totals up. Overall score, 188.92. Only bringing them up to 4th place overall. And they seem to be very disappointed. Obviously, it's showing on their faces, hoping to have done better. Team Sweden now taking the ice. They are in 1st place at this point in the competition, hoping to hold on to that position, getting a lot of support from their fans.
Seem to get out there and take command of this ice. I really do think that sometimes can help. They wait and let the music start, make sure everyone gets that last breath together before they move on. Make sure everyone's paying attention.
Absolutely.
Especially the judges in a competition. The speed they have in this block, it's very good.
Basically, Nancy, they just have to hold it together. Is that, in your opinion,
I think so, because the spread was farther for them. It was more about who, if they can not have any major mistakes, it was more about who is going to get the other medals. I think as long as they keep it together, they are strong enough to stay up there on that top spot.
And you having been in that position, that's kind of a confident place to be going into a competition at this point, isn't it?
It is, but you know, when you're going in at 1st place, you have only one place to go, and that's down. It's sometimes easier to climb up than to stay there. There's a lot of pressure coming along with that. But they've done it before. They've won the World Championships in the past, and so they know what it's all about. Nice list, a little more difficult than some of the others we've seen. Right to the music in this wheel. Done with those legs extending, all very together. You can really see that on the circle.
Seems to be doing quite well, approaching what I assume would be just about halfway through the program. Tasting that 1st place medal, feeling it within their grasp.
Nice extensions there. This moves in the field. It's a combination of spread eagles and spirals and unibowers and things like that. moves in the field wasn't even in play when I was competing. It was figure eights, and when that was taken away from the sport, moves in the field became a way to develop and grow in levels. And they've now used them and created that as part of the program.
But there's something to be said for those figures and things that were in the past.
Oh, sure. A lot of discipline, for sure, was involved. Here, getting ready for a nice intersection. Nice, smooth, and clean in this intersection. That was very nicely done. Into another wheel. This is a very strong performance. This no-hold step sequence. See the legs and the arms all flying up at the exact same time.
Nice upbeat music appealing to this crowd. Very well choreographed program. A lot of interest in this. That was a nice move. I like that. Finishing up with this movement in isolation, where at least half of the group has to be doing something different. Nice performance. I'd say that they're going to be taking home the gold. That was really well done. Very clean, strong, fast performance. I think the only thing I found a little strange about it was the transition in the music. It was a little distracting to me. As well as that guy's headdress. Yeah. Well, editing music, I think, is so important. But you know what? If you're right on with the steps, there's no taking away from that. That's for sure. It is about what they're doing out there. But they seem confident. They should be confident. They skated a great program, as you said, Nancy. Let's recap. What do you think? Look at the speed. You can see how fast their feet are moving in this footwork, and their lines are nice and straight. But this is in slow motion, and they seem to be going almost at a normal speed there, so you can see how fast they go. Nice lifts, good straight legs in the extension. Very together in these spread eagles. They just really were in sync throughout this whole program. Very well done. Sweden looking very confident, waiting those judges and marks for this segment, 144.70. Let's see where that puts them. 222. The reaction says it all. 222.24, putting them in first place. Coming up next, we'll be taking a look at Team USA 2 from Miami University on Nancy Kerrigan's World of Skating.